ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's
So it was instead the Buccaneers taking a 3-0 victory over Odessa earlier this season. That came back on October 30th. Less than a month ago, just a couple weeks back. I don't think anyone is really expecting a 3-setter from either team here in the national tournament. However, way more at stake from both of these teams, and they very well know it. The winner today will take on the victor between Miami Dade and Indian Hills. That game's set to get going in just about 1 or 2 minutes, averaging for 3.5. Also the team leader in service aces per set at just under 1. Underway from the Dunn Center here in Clarksville, Tennessee. Setkovic pokes it over. Back set. Back row attack, a little bit too wide this time by Stringer. Here's Natalia Silva. Rivero. Still trying to find some success offensively in this early going. Jones has a rip. Rivero again. Schillen has a trying to go line, but well done by Kaneko to let that one roll. No team really able to jump out to a commanding lead just yet. I've been trading points back and forth. Through the middle, still kept alive somehow by Camden buys it. Rivero terminates. She's been looking for that one, and she finally got it. You can tell that's a player that the Wranglers really want to get going. They continue to feed her on the left pin. Native from Lima, Peru. Leah Haas to serve that one in. 3 sends it to 3. Rivero now on the right side. Somehow sneaks that one past. Rivero on the left. She's all over. Another try. Schilling can't get past the netting. Buccaneers, the number 9 seed with that 4-point edge. Thomas pokes it over. Kept up by Rivero. Here's Thomas again on the right pin. Bump set for Stringer. She gets denied. A lot of trouble for Stringer and the Buccaneers. Here come the Wranglers. going cross court, and they land it in. Rivero slaps it in, somehow still going, but not for much longer after the initial touch by Olivia Stringer. Back for Rivero. She tools the block this time. Schillen elevates, goes cross court, but Kaneko was there. Rivero pokes it free just over the tape. Bump set by Thomas for Rivero, who attacks from the back row. Schillen, Rivero is there. O'Neal takes a stab. Brooks cross court. And a free ball for the Buccaneers. Back set, Brooks again, Rivero again. Second straight free ball, this time a little bit more complicated. And a violation goes against the Buccaneers. And the rank. Point gained back by the Wranglers on the hit by K.O. O'Neal. Stringer has another go and can't convert. Talk about the defense from Natraoni Anana. Defensive specialist / libero for Odessa, Tennessee. Day one of the Volleyball National Tournament for the NJCAA. Slate number 3 with Miami Dade and Indian Hills right across us. These two games going on simultaneously, and there is a monster block by Helen Woods. A solo party. That'll get the bench fired up, and why not? Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. Here's Olivia Stringer. Set point. Denial. They'll try it again. Jones. And a little slip up at the end. An unforced error. And it seems like that one might just do it, although there's some confusion on the court. And now the official ruling is that, yep, that'll be the first set. Well, a little weird way to end it, but you get them how you can if you're, in this case, Odessa, who racked up the first set of victory, 25-23. Well, the Wranglers will get us started after they took the opening set. And Maller will be the first one to serve. And we're underway in set number 2. That's how set number 2 gets started. Leah Haas on the line drive serve. Thomas has a go, but she gets denied by Jones. Shiloh Jones on the solo block. The sophomore out of Los Frenos, Texas. Picks up her first point in this second set. Here's Rivero. Showing, goes cross court. Kaneko was there to meet it. Strong hit by Rivero, and she gets the termination from the back row. She'll head to the line to serve for the first time today. Back set for Thomas. Great dig by Montgomery to keep the rally alive. Rivero. Too strong to hit by Shiloh Jones. But this time it backfired on her. Through the middle, it's Annika Brooks. And a stop by Kaneko. Stringer, too strong. By one. Back set for Woods. Oh, what a dig by Stringer. And on the other side, Kaneko playing some defense. Back set, Brooks still kept up. Rivero has to go, and she terminates. It had to be the freshman from Peru, FABIANA Rivero. Brooks trying to land it. Instead, it's kept up by Anana. Rivero on the hit. Gets another one, this time tooling the block. To trying to accomplish that by making it into the national tournament. The final goal for all 16 teams. But you have to think that you feel like your pep talk worked, potentially, if that's the case. And if that is the case, well, it certainly worked right here. That's back-to-back points for Odessa. Back set for Jones. Right pin attack. And it's in. And it's set point for the Buccaneers. 24-17 in set number 2. Excellent serve by Natalia Silva. And she does well to lead that one. Sail just over the boundary. And we are all evened up at one set apiece. This time 25-17, the final in set number 2 with the Buccaneers. We're all tied up at one set apiece here inside the Dunn Center. We welcome you back. Great to have you joining us. Esteban Velas with you, our entire production crew as well. We'll take a look at how the first 2 sets were combined. Talk about it being tied 1. Well, you look at the attacking errors. Both teams have had their fair share. Blinn College, 13/10 that have the Wranglers. And set number 3 begins with Odessa getting the upper hand. They've got 2 in a row. This time they're saying there was a violation. The Buccaneers not Really too sure what that was about. They're just trying to fix it right here. It's poked over by Setkovic. Cross court, still dug out. Too strong to hit in a 3-0 run. Miscommunication to make that 4 straight points for the Wranglers. Almost a service ace. Instead, they'll get a free ball. 4 delivers to 4, 16 through the middle. It's Faith Williams. And a 5-0 run, 9 times out of 10 will cause any head coach to take a timeout. Right now they're down by 5 and down by 6. Service ace by FABIANA Rivero. Bojarska on the service. Ricocheted off the block. Make it a 7-1 score. Four-point difference. Thomas sends it over, causes some issues. Stringer is there. So was Wright. Here's Rivero. Back set for Jones. What a dig by Kaneko. Rivero the other way, intending to go cross court, and it works. Greg White is not happy about something for the Buccaneers. Instead, play resumes. Rivero takes flight. Can't quite connect. Here's Stringer out of the back row. Miss hits it. Not enough power behind it to get it past the net. Galiko Schilling checks back in for the Buccaneers. Back set for Rivero, and she takes full advantage. Back for O'Neal. Got a good piece, but not enough to terminate. Back row attack by Rivero, and she laces it in there. (24-22). And that's how it ends, with an extra point for the Wranglers, 25-22. The comeback by the Buccaneers falls just short. That will really create any sort of difference maker. But it is Odessa College with a 2-1 set advantage. There she is on cue on the service, but she won't go back to the line. It's terminated by the Wranglers. Izzy Ordez on the serve. Stringer over the net. Here's Rivero. They haven't really tested her out too much in this fourth set. We're just getting started. Third slate of the day. Still have the nightcap to go after this one. So glad you could join us. Esteban Velez and our entire production crew with you throughout the entirety of the tournament. Kint for Odessa. She heads to the line. Rivero pokes it over the net. Back row attack by Stringer. What a stop. And the block in the process, but not fully clean. Point regained by Odessa. Now just a 2-point differential. Stringer has a go, not enough height. And the lead dwindles down to just one for the Buccaneers. Back with you after the timeout, and FABIANA Rivero gets us restarted on the serve. Kaneko on the stop. Not a successful block. Initiated by Jana Sedvoski. Twickles out of bounds. A lot of scrambling, and it goes back to being another point for the Wranglers. Rivero will head back to serve. Team leader in kills in the regular season. She's leading them tonight as well with 14. And they're calling it 4 touches against the Buccaneers. Good service by Schilling. Jones goes out on the attack. Back row by Rivero this time. It's kept up. Free ball surrendered by Haas. In system, the Wranglers make it count. Good news for the Buccaneers. They have Stringer at the service line, but that doesn't matter if they can't keep her there. It's match point for the Wranglers. Kaneko on the serve. Kaneko on the dig. For Rivero, stopped by Stringer. Rivero meeting someone at the net, and she gets the final point and celebrates. Who else but FABIANA Rivero, the team leader in kills, is the one to put an end to the Wranglers versus Buccaneers battle. After, in the regular season, it was the Buccaneers getting the way of the sweep. 3-0 victory against the Wranglers. This time it's Odessa and Rivero coming up with a victory in 4 sets, and they will go ahead and face Miami Dade College tomorrow.